For this section, we are excited to turn it over to Jeff Briner, Principal at PwC. Jeff, we'll throw it to you.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everyone. Welcome to PwC's Experience Forum, and welcome from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to talk through about digitally upscaling through the use of S/4HANA and how you can use that to normalize disruptions in your business. COVID has changed the business landscape considerably, and that change has created many, many challenges for your business, but equally many opportunities. To take advantage of those opportunities, though, companies are going to have to digitally upskill their employees. Digital upskilling means getting away from highly customized ERPs and moving to standard solutions like S/4HANA with industry-leading practice configurations. There's a formula for success here. The catch to moving to S4 is finding the value, as Rodney said. Everyone has been severely disrupted by COVID in so many ways, many, many negative ways, and actually in some positive ways. I would say the time I've been able to spend at home in the last 3 months and get, with my family has been a plus. But from a work and disruption point of view, it's been challenging. I think every decade seems to have one or two very large challenges. I remember in the 60s, a lot of protests and riots. In the 1970s, there was the energy shortages, the Vietnam War. Coming out of school in the 1980s, we had stagflation, huge unemployment. Getting into the dot-com bubble in 2000, then we had 9/11 after that. And I'm also remembering in 2008, we had the market crash and the housing bubble. Every decade has a disruption, and right now we're going through this COVID situation. But what's next? Knowing what's next for your business is a $64,000 question. I think in reality, nobody really knows, and you can't prepare your business for every situation. So what's the answer? How do you build into your people, your processes, and your technology the ability to deal with disruption? I'm willing to bet a 20-year-old highly customized ERP is probably not the answer. Unless you've revamped your applications recently, excuse me, expecting your ERP to flex to support new processes, new ways of working. We're all working virtually lately. Securing new supply chain, new cyber challenges, all that. Expecting your old ERP and infrastructure to do that is going to be challenging. And digitally upscaling is really not about putting a new user interface in front of your old ERP. Let me make an analogy and talk through PwC's experience around digital upscaling and how that helped us deal with this disruption. To form a construct, imagine your business as a box, and inside that box are many, many ball bearings of all different sizes and materials. The purpose of the ball bearings are to hold up the structure and interact with each other. It keeps your box stable, keeps your business stable. That just describes probably the most adaptive business you could have. And if this was your business, you could inject almost anything into that box, and the ball bearings would just naturally form around it, accept it, interact, continue to support the business. That's the goal. That's kind of the vision and the strategy. That's how digital enablement of your employees work. They can just naturally adapt. They're not constrained by a lot of other things. So to bring PwC's situation or our experience into this, we have approximately 55,000 consultants in the United States alone. And when COVID hit, we went virtual almost immediately. But within that first month of working virtually 100%, we continued to deliver on audit statements. We completed many large transformation technology cutovers with SAP. We had 10 or 15 projects actually kick off. We continued to respond to RFPs and do virtual orals, and we made it through tax season. So how did we do that? Well, in reality, our digital upskilling didn't start in February when we all went virtual. It really started 3 years before that. And we were able to adapt to the disruption because our people were digitally enabled. And let me describe what that looks like. We have a very standard SAP backbone that we run our business on. And that's leveraged by a couple of mid-sized cloud packages. And it's all interacted from our employees' point of view through very granular fit-for-purpose, process-centric apps. Approving an open request for me, if I get an open request, it's 2 taps on my phone. I don't have to log into anything. I don't have to go find the record that I need to approve. It's all pushed in small digital apps. But on the back end, it's SAP and these cloud apps. That architecture allowed us to pivot when we needed to pivot when we had a large disruption in our business. In fact, our digital footprint allowed us to, as a single organization, to pivot, and not just individually. So how does S4 deliver on this ultra flexible digital upskilling ball bearing business model? I dare anybody to say that 5 times real fast. The answer is that there's no single answer to how it delivers on it, but there is a path to that answer. At PwC, we have a methodology, a tool set, and we have pre-built template solutions by industry that help you get to that business case and get to the right business case, get the stakeholder engagement that you need for the buy-in to figure out where the value really is. Our Fit for Growth methodology and the Journey Navigator tool allows us to cover not just the people and the process and the technology, but also the financial aspects of where you want to take your business and how you want to get there, and how S4 then can enable that transformation. We have proven pre-built S4HANA industry templates that we call it industry solutions that allow your users to visualize up front. No longer are we PowerPointing, we're actually in active systems that have pre-configured industry solutions, leading practices, your data. Those solutions can be brought in day one and help your people really understand what a greenfield S4HANA implementation will look like for them. So to bring this full circle, one key to normalizing disruptions is to reduce highly customized, restrictive ERP technology configurations. A second is to have a fit-for-purpose process digital apps that enable your customers and your employees to have a good digital experience when they come to work. The COVID situation has changed the business landscape forever. It creates opportunity, and it also creates a need for change. And those are 2 big ingredients for a business case. If you're looking for a catalyst to consider how S4 can happen in your business, I think COVID has created that window of opportunity. It's certainly changed what we're seeing from our clients. Your employees can embrace this if they can see it. Your employees are probably your most valuable and flexible asset. If you digitally upscale your employees and you provide them a great work experience, dealing with disruption is just something that becomes the norm. Getting to a clean S4 HANA platform with digital apps is probably a great way to start that journey. I appreciate your time. I hope you all stay safe, and please enjoy the rest of the experience. Thank you. Joe, I'm going to turn it back to you a little bit early. Thank you.
That's great, Jeff. Thank you. Great talk, and such a good reminder to remember that these disruptions do happen on a cycle, and this is the current disruption we're dealing with today. There will be another one tomorrow, and arming our businesses and teams to be prepared is really the best way. So thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.